Hello, good morning. My name is Rory Gallagher. I am Executive Librarian here in Central Library, but I'm also the County Coordinator for Work Matters, a which is the service that we have for supporting business and employment. I'm joined by Kim Sterritt, who works with me in the library and with Work Matters. And this morning, as part of the Aontas Adult Learners Festival and Local Enterprise Week, we're going to talk about the services that are available from Work Matters, the service. So should say a little bit about Work Matters. What we try to do is we try to support people to either entrepreneurs when they're starting their businesses, or adult learners, or people who are job seekers. There are lots of professional services that work in this space there, and they are all our partners. There is Leo, there's the ETB, there's the Citizens Information Service, and Intreo. We don't act as an advice service, we act as a service that will actually refer and provide information on those professional services. So people will always find where they need to go. We're just there to provide kind of the simple things and the start off of either your job seeking, your adult learning journey, or your starting your own business. I suppose the three areas that Work Matters works on is, first of all, we provide access to infrastructure. So we have lots of computers and we have access to printers and things like that in libraries. Under the current situation with COVID-19, we are not open to the public, so those services aren't available. The purpose of this morning is to go through all the online services that the library provides, and Work Matters can provide to library patrons in terms of getting access to those services. The second thing that we do is, as I talked about before, is work with our patrons, or with our partners in Leo and the ETB, CIS, and Intreo to provide these services and to act as points of contact for those services. And we work with them in different ways, providing information, but also we work with Leo, who help us provide the access to the Mintel service, which we'll be going through later, which is a really, really important resource. Okay, the last thing that we do is provide library expertise. So in every location, in every 5 locations around the county, and eventually in all locations, the librarians will have access to information and expertise on all these services too. Okay, let's go through some of the online services that are available from the Work Matter service. And the way that we're going to do that is through the library webpage. I'm going to share my screen for a moment. Okay, Kim, you can see my page, can't you?
Yeah, I did. I can.
Grant. Okay, so I'm going to show you a couple of locations. This is just the library webpage. I think that's something that is important for people to understand, is that you don't necessarily need to come to the library to use the library services. Even if you're not a member of the library at the moment, you can join and get access to all these services. It's pretty simple to do. You just go to this link here, which is Use Your Library, and go down to Membership. And you can see here, there's a section here for joining online. There's a simple procedure you have to go through to join online, but once you're joined online, you'll be able to access all of these materials. Okay, so let's go back. The second section that I'm going to show you is the actual Work Matters page, which is over here in Quick Links, and go down to Work Matters. And you can see here is the information on what Work Matters is and the type of work that we try to do. There's also detailed information on contacting all our partners and services that might be of use to entrepreneurs, job seekers, or adult learners. Okay, so we'll go back. Now, let's go to our first resource, which we find over here. So you go to Online Library and go to Learn Online. Here's the 3 main ones. There's one here called ArtistWorks, which we're not going to talk about this morning, but if you're interested in any learning to paint, or learning craft, or learning an instrument, this might be of interest to you. But the first one we're going to look at this morning is Universal Class. Okay, so we're going to click on here. You'll need to have your library account ready to log into Universal Class. I'm not going to go through the process of registering, but it's fairly straightforward. No more difficult than registering for an email address or anything like that. It's fairly straightforward. If you have any problems, you can always contact us in the library and we'll be happy to talk you through it. Okay, So once we're logged into Universal Class, we'll have a look at all the things that you can do in here. So first of all, the thing to say about Universal Class is that there's lots of courses available online for free and for paid. But this one is quite an important and well researched and well produced group of courses. I will click on the Browse Courses section just so that people can see what we have available. Okay, so this is the list of all the courses that are available. You can see here in accounting alone, there's over 40 online courses. I think overall, there's over 1,000 courses available on this website. All of them are very high quality. Now, they are not accredited, as the courses aren't, but we'll have a little look through to see what we can find. So I've just clicked into the accounting and bookkeeping one as part of sticking with our theme of work matters and business. So you can see here, there's one for managerial accounting, accounts receivable, and then these ones here, which I think are probably of most interest to people who are just trying to improve their skills, their soft skills in computers, which are so important for working in any office or business environment. So there's one here, a course on Excel 2019, so it's pretty up to date. The course is 12 hours long. And I think, is there anything else that I need to say about the courses and about how they're run, Kim?
I suppose just like any other course, I suppose for students, it's really important that we get feedback and support, and you see how you're going along each area, and that's what happens equally with these. You get feedback with your scores or your marks, and again, you have the experienced and qualified lecturers to support you all along the way. So if you have any queries, you can always get through to them and email them your queries.
Yeah, that's very good. Okay, let's go back. Okay, so that's universal. Universal class. Okay, so let's go back one step. Okay, the next one that we're going to show you is transparent language. And of course, as the name suggests, this is a system for learning languages. There are lots of apps and courses available online for learning languages, but unlike them, this course is a course that's paid for through your library membership. It is, of course, free for you to use as a member of the library, but it's, again, what's important is just the level of detail and the level of development that has gone into these courses. So let's click on to transparent language so people can see that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and Grant. Okay, so once you go through, again, there'll be a short registration process that you'll need to go through to do it. But again, if you have any problems with that, you can always contact the library and we can talk you through that. Once you get through and you're registered and signed in, you'll get to this page, and it's just a matter of clicking access. Okay, so here is the languages to learn section. All right, if you have a look through here, you can see that there's over, I think there's 108 languages covered here. Many of them, some of them I've never heard of before, but what's important to say is that all the major European languages are covered, and many of the languages that people who are just new to the community would be familiar with. I think the first one that we're going to have a look at is the English language one. I think something that's really important to look at about this is that this can teach English through other languages. So let's say if you were coming from Romania or Poland or the Czech Republic and you wanted to learn English through that languages, that's available through this section here. And English, of course, would be, there's many different choices for English, not just European languages, but there's Asian languages as well. Okay, the other section here that I think we'll have a quick look at is the Irish language one, which I will click into here. And you can see there's Irish language for English speakers. Okay, and you can see here just a quick look at the structure of each lesson and how easy it is to actually make your way through. Kim, is there anything else that we needed to say about this?
I just think, yeah, from my own experience of having studied some of them, they are really comprehensive language courses offering the whole aspect of listening, speaking, writing, and the whole speech recognition of being able to master your pronunciation of the language is really important, and that's really good. And again, just like the universal class language, transparent languages, they're designed to help people that have busy lifestyles and want to do some additional training and that want to be able to kind of just be on the go and combine it with busy lifestyles. They can pick up and go as they want with the courses on any device.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think it's a really usable and easily used resource. Okay, I think the last thing that we're going to talk about in terms of resources is the one specifically for people who are considering starting a new business and are just at the point where they're doing market research, which is so important for in a number of areas. First of all, to gauge whether your idea is one that has a good possibility of succeeding, and also this resource can also be used and quoted in business plans and possibly if you're talking to people for funding and things like that. So let's go into that. That one is Mintel. Let me just share my screen again. Okay. So I'm going to go back to the main library page. And then we're going to go to quick links and we are going to go to Work Matters. And you can see here that this one, the link is right here for Mintel. So I'm going to click on that. And as I said, this is a resource that we're lucky to have access to. We're really thankful to Donegal Local Enterprise Office who help us provide access to this. And they're actually, it's Local Enterprise Week at the moment. And so we hope that goes well for them. Okay, let's have a quick look at Mintel reports. So let's say you're a business, you're just starting and you're looking to find out if actually the market, a market of it is available within your region for your product. I think the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to have a look to see what type of reports we can get. So in this case, I'm going to go for food. Let's click off that technology one. And the region that we're going to go for, and we're going to go for Ireland because that's where the most detailed reports are. And then we are going to, I can also say actually, is that you can also click on a demographics. So if you wanted to separate it out into narrower age groups, if you're interested in particular demographics, say teenagers or seniors, you could look for reports on that area. So let's click on that. Okay, and if we have a look here, you can see here, there are reports on all sorts of areas of food and drink. Let's look at this one, the most recent one for something that is connected maybe with the dairy industry and dairy products, which is yogurt and drinking yogurt in Ireland. This report is from January 2021. So I'll just click quickly into that report. So this report is extremely detailed. The full, I won't go through it because there's so much detail in it. The other thing to say is that the Mintel reports are available from within libraries. They're not available for downloading from home. But if there's a section that you're interested in, you can always contact us here in Central Library at central@donegal.library.ie, or just give us a call, or you can contact us on Facebook at Donegal Libraries. And we can get you access to these reports or sections of reports that you need. Okay, I think that is all the sections that resources that I'm going to show today. Kim, is there anything that we need to talk about in terms of?
Yeah, so for prospective students or business startups, don't forget that we do have a really good range of catalogue of books to complement whether you're, as I say, studying or starting up business. So you can also, again, like Rory said, check a lot of that information online. And if once things start up and running, we can be able to access those books for you if we don't actually have that stock in Donegal.
Okay, I think that's everything that we wanted to talk to today. Again, if you're interested in any of these resources, you can contact us here at central@donegal.library.ie. You can give the library a call, or you can check us out on Facebook and Twitter. It's at Donegal Libraries. Thanks very much, Kim, for explaining that, and we'll see you all very soon. Thank you.
Bye.